Breaking news tonight, we are learning the names of 14 of the 17 people who died in the tragic fire at the Twin Parks Northwest apartment building in the Bronx.
That's right. Take a look at some of these names right here and just take a second to take a look at them. 7 of those names there, children, the youngest of them 5 years old. Now, all of this coming as elected officials and members of the Bronx community coming together outside of the apartment building, hosting a candlelight vigil tonight. And
News 12's Greg Thompson was there for it. He joins us now from outside of the building. Greg.
Amanda, just an incredible range of emotions on display from the Bronx community tonight. Really a reminder, there's so many different ways to mourn, especially as Bronx Borough President Vanessa Gibson revealed that the victims of that deadly fire included a child who was only 3 years old.
I cry every night since this has happened because I think about those children.
Early on, it was somber. What so many described to us as an incredibly close-knit community showing up for their own.
We stand by one another. We all together. When something happens to one of us, we come together in this community.
And while the message at first was that this was a time for comforting and mourning, the more people talked, the more frustrated they got. Not just that there had been a deadly fire, that yet again, it had been in the Bronx.
It was a consequence of a society that fails to see the humanity of the people who live here in the Bronx.
Government has failed when we've allowed people to live in conditions like this, where they have to use space heaters just to be warm at night.
But with the frustration, also came promises.
We are going to change this narrative by making sure we use incidents like this and so many others that we are tired of being the ones that are sacrificed. This is a call to action. This is a state of emergency. We're going to turn this pain into purpose.
So many feeling that pain tonight, and a big call to action there from the Bronx Borough President, Greg. Did she mention anything specific that they plan to do to make sure another tragedy like this doesn't happen again?
Yeah, so both Borough President Vanessa Gibson and the long list of elected officials who spoke here tonight did have some specific things that they're planning on doing, including forming a fire safety task force, changing the way that buildings are inspected to see if they're actually fully heated the right way so people don't need space heaters as much. And then also better enforcement of the laws that are already in place that are supposed to make sure that things like that never even happen to begin with. In Fordham, Greg Thompson, News 12.
All right, Greg, thank you so much.